Have you ever found yourself captivated by a person's aura, their serene presence that draws you in like a moth to a flame? This mystical allure often hides deeper truths about the nature of spirituality and those who embody it. In our quest to understand spirituality, we must first unravel the complexities and stretching narratives woven around it. Just like peeling layers from an onion, each revelation can bring tears of insight, but could also unveil murky intentions lurking beneath the surface. Spirituality often presents itself as a beacon of hope and solace in a chaotic world. However, this introduction can mask the potential threats that lie behind idealistic facades. As we delve into the various interpretations of what it means to be spiritual, we begin to see a tapestry colored with both light and shadow. Recognizing that spirituality can be as much about personal growth as it is about susceptibility to influence prepares us for the journey ahead. In a society thirsting for meaning, the hidden truths of spirituality invite us to explore not just the benevolent aspects, but also the darker side that few dare to discuss. The radiant smile of a spiritual leader can be a stark contrast to the emotional and psychological complexities of their power. By acknowledging this duality, we equip ourselves to discern authenticity from deceit, a critical skill that will help us navigate the murky waters of spiritual exploration. What does it truly mean to be spiritual? At its essence, spirituality often denotes a connection to something greater than oneself, be it the universe, nature, or a higher power. Yet this broad concept can manifest in various ways, leading individuals down divergent paths. The term can evoke imagery of peace and enlightenment, but it can also become a blanket that cloaks misguided beliefs and practices, leaving many confused about what genuine spirituality entails. Many are drawn to spiritual practices and communities in search of belonging, understanding, or healing. This quest for connection can sometimes create an environment where superficial traits of spirituality become more appealing than the actual principles behind them. This allure can lead individuals to adopt practices without fully grasping their meaning, ultimately contributing to a shallow understanding of spirituality that lacks depth and authenticity. In seeking clarity on what it means to be spiritual, one must ponder whether the experience enriches their life or complicates it further. The danger lies not in the exploration itself, but in the over-identification with the spiritual label without a critical examination of its implications. True spirituality should nurture the spirit and mind, encouraging growth and self-awareness rather than serving as a mask for unresolved issues or societal pressures. Have you ever paused to reflect on why certain individuals exude an undeniable magnetism, drawing others towards them? Spiritual people often embody a calm demeanor and insightful presence that can feel both reassuring and inspiring. This innate charisma can act like a powerful magnet, attracting those in search of guidance, comfort, or deeper connection to the universe. Their ability to listen intently and speak words of wisdom can create a space where others feel understood and valued. The allure of spiritual individuals goes beyond surface-level charm. They tend to radiate energy that resonates with those around them. Their apparent depth of feeling and connection can lead followers to idolize them, often overlooking potential red flags in their teachings or behaviors. This can establish a dynamic where the spiritual figure inadvertently becomes a point of dependency, resulting in a loss of personal agency for those drawn to them. However, it is important to recognize that this magnetic draw may not always stem from genuine spiritual insight. In many cases, the traits that make someone alluring can precede a manipulative agenda. The facade presented by these individuals can create an illusion of safety and comfort, but with it comes the need for discerning judgment. As followers become enthralled by their charisma, they must remain vigilant, ensuring that their attraction does not blind them to the core values and intentions of these spiritual leaders. While the charm of spiritual leaders can be captivating, we must also confront the reality that this charisma can have a darker side. Dangerous charisma often operates through an intoxicating blend of charm and manipulation, creating an environment where followers feel compelled to surrender their critical thinking. This phenomenon can lead to a disturbing power dynamic, wherein the leader's influence overshadows the autonomy of their followers, making it essential to assess the intentions behind their teachings. Recognizing the seductive traits of spiritual leaders can be challenging. Many possess genuine insights and wisdom. However, the line between a sincere guide and a manipulative figure can sometimes blur. The attributes often associated with magnetic spiritual leaders, such as empathy, passion, and vision, can easily turn into tools for coercion if leveraged irresponsibly. When charisma is wielded unchecked, it can lead to scenarios where followers abandon their own reasoning in favor of blind trust. Ultimately, the danger of seductive spiritual charisma lies in its potential to fracture the very foundations of personal agency. When individuals find themselves entranced by a leader's aura, they risk becoming overly reliant on their guidance, potentially sidelining their own intuition. Thus, understanding the attributes that facilitate this kind of charisma is crucial. Awareness empowers individuals to discern between uplifting influence and controlling manipulation, ensuring that they are not swept away by an illusion disguised as spiritual truth. In a world increasingly flooded with spiritual rhetoric, the phenomenon of pseudo-spirituality has become alarmingly prevalent. This term refers to practices and beliefs that masquerade as legitimate spiritual pathways, while lacking authentic depth or integrity. Often these surface-level ideologies promote quick fixes and instant gratification, diverting seekers from true self-discovery and deeper understanding. Recognizing the signs of pseudo-spirituality is paramount for anyone committed to a genuine spiritual journey. One of the defining characteristics of pseudo-spirituality is its reliance on dogma and rigid beliefs rather than personal experience and introspection. Individuals drawn to these misleading paths may be offered simplified answers to complex life questions, resulting in an oversimplified understanding of spirituality. This can create a false sense of security, as followers cling to preconceived notions rather than engaging in the often messy and intricate process of exploring their own beliefs and feelings. To spot the fakes among true seekers, it is vital to cultivate a discerning eye and a critical mind. Questioning the motivations behind a spiritual leader's teachings and examining the consistency and integrity of their message can reveal underlying agendas. Moreover, fostering personal reflection and questioning is essential. When spiritual teachings lack substance or encourage disengagement from personal responsibility, it is a warning sign that one may be veering into the realm of pseudo-spirituality. Positivity is often celebrated as a cornerstone of spiritual growth, yet the dogmatic insistence on remaining upbeat can give rise to a troubling phenomenon known as the dark side of positivity. This idea suggests that an unwavering commitment to good vibes can prompt individuals to suppress negative emotions, thereby fostering an unrealistic view of life and spirituality. When negative feelings are dismissed or deemed unworthy, they can fester beneath the surface, ultimately leading to emotional and psychological distress. Additionally, the relentless pursuit of positivity can create an environment of toxic optimism, where individuals feel pressured to conform to a facade of happiness. As a result, acknowledging true feelings or struggles becomes challenging, leaving many feeling isolated and unheard. This enforced cheerfulness can inhibit authentic expression, contributing to a culture where vulnerability is seen as weakness rather than strength. Ultimately, this dichotomy can stifle genuine connections between individuals, as openness becomes undervalued in favor of forced positivity. Moreover, the dark side of positivity has the potential to mask serious issues such as emotional abuse, trauma, or genuine mental health challenges. When people feel they must adhere to a standard of constant positivity, they may neglect essential self-care practices or avoid seeking the help they truly need. It is crucial to understand that recognizing and processing negative emotions is a vital aspect of spiritual growth, a journey that requires navigating both light and dark, rather than ignoring one for the sake of the other. Manipulation can take many forms, and unfortunately, spirituality is not immune to it. In the hands of someone with ulterior motives, spiritual practices can become tools for control rather than personal empowerment. This manipulation often occurs subtly, starting with charismatic leaders presenting themselves as mentors or guides. Followers may find themselves entrapped in a cycle of dependency, where their sense of self-worth is closely tied to the approval or teachings of the leader. One common tactic used in spiritual manipulation is the creation of an us versus them mentality. By framing dissenters or skeptics as inept or unenlightened, spiritual leaders can isolate their followers from outside influences. This form of coercion fosters a sense of loyalty and allegiance, compelling individuals to remain within the confines of that particular belief system, often at the expense of their individual growth and critical thinking skills. The consequences of such manipulation can be profound and lasting. It often leads to a disconnection from one's true self, where individuals may prioritize adherence to the group norms over their own beliefs and feelings. Recognizing the potential for manipulation within spiritual communities is crucial. True spirituality should promote autonomy and foster critical thinking rather than cultivate an environment of control. Thus, developing awareness and questioning motives becomes essential in safeguarding one's spiritual journey. Personal stories serve as powerful reminders of the potential dangers faced by those who follow spiritual figures without question. Many individuals have recounted their experiences of being drawn into seemingly benevolent communities, only to later discover that their leaders were not as altruistic as they appeared. These narratives often highlight a common theme. The allure of spiritual teachings can overshadow one's instincts, leading to situations where individuals endure emotional, financial, or even physical harm in the name of growth. For instance, followers may feel pressured to abandon essential relationships or make significant life changes that align with a leader's vision, often without critical self-reflection. Over time, this can result in a devastating loss of identity and autonomy, as genuine belief systems are replaced by imposed ideologies. Many who have shared their journeys emphasize the importance of recognizing warning signs and trusting one's inner voice, as ignoring these cues can have devastating repercussions. These personal accounts highlight that the cost of blind following can extend far beyond individual lives. Communities can suffer when individuals prioritize the teachings of charismatic leaders over their well-being or shared values. By learning from the experiences of others, we can develop a better understanding of how to navigate spiritual landscapes mindfully, ensuring that our journeys are both informed and grounded in a critical assessment of influences and intentions. The distinction between spiritual guidance and toxic influence can be thin and difficult to navigate. Spiritual guidance typically empowers individuals to explore their own beliefs and supports personal growth, while toxic influence often seeks to control or manipulate. The former encourages individuals to dig deeper into their inner selves, while the latter can create a sense of fear or obligation, obstructing authentic spiritual development. Identifying these differing dynamics is crucial in ensuring a healthy spiritual journey. Toxic influence often masquerades as wisdom, cloaking itself in alluring phrases and benevolent intentions. Leaders may use emotional appeals to dismiss dissenting opinions or discourage questioning, which can make followers feel guilty for seeking their own truth. This creates an environment where critical thinking is stifled and blind loyalty becomes the norm. Recognizing that every leader or guide should welcome inquiry and emotional honesty is vital in distinguishing between supportive guidance and coercive control. The quest for spiritual growth should empower rather than disempower individuals. True spiritual guidance promotes self-reflection, encourages questioning, and fosters a healthy sense of autonomy. By cultivating awareness of the fine line between helpful support and harmful manipulation, individuals can better navigate the often complex landscape of spirituality, ensuring that their journeys are marked by authenticity and self-discovery rather than exploitation. The impact of spiritual advice can have profound implications, with the potential to either empower or disempower individuals on their spiritual journeys. In positive scenarios, well-intentioned guidance can spark transformative growth, offering fresh perspectives and insights that propel individuals toward greater self-awareness and fulfillment. However, a darker reality emerges when advice is delivered with strings attached or rooted in manipulation, resulting in feelings of inadequacy and dependency instead of empowerment. Disempowerment in spiritual contexts often occurs when individuals internalize messages that emphasize their flaws or shortcomings. Phrases designed to motivate may inadvertently sow seeds of self-doubt, suggesting that one needs to constantly improve or change in order to be worthy of spiritual enlightenment. This cycle can trap seekers in a perpetual state of striving, overshadowing their inherent worth and discouraging appreciation for who they already are. It is critical to approach spiritual advice with a discerning mind and an open heart. Empowering spiritual guidance should encourage individuals to affirm their strengths and embrace their unique journeys without fear of judgment. By fostering a culture of acceptance and self-love, individuals can create a more nurturing spiritual environment, paving the way for genuine growth rather than a cycle of disempowerment and anxiety. Critical thinking is an invaluable tool for navigating the intricate landscape of spirituality. In a world where beliefs can easily be shaped by charismatic leaders and alluring ideologies, the ability to analyze and question received wisdom is crucial for personal growth. This approach encourages individuals to sift through conflicting messages, discern genuine insights, and construct a belief system that resonates with their true selves, rather than passively accepting external directives. Embracing critical thinking does not equate to abandoning spirituality. Rather, it enhances the understanding and appreciation of spiritual practices. It allows individuals to engage with different perspectives while fostering an environment of healthy skepticism. By approaching spiritual teachings with curiosity and inquiry, seekers can cultivate a deeper understanding of their values and beliefs, ensuring that they are grounded in authenticity rather than influenced by blind faith. Ultimately, the journey of spiritual exploration is enriched through thoughtful reflection and questioning. Critical thinking empowers individuals to recognize their power, guiding them toward the realization that they are responsible for their own beliefs and experiences. In weaving together spirituality and discernment, one can build a resilient framework for navigating complexities, ultimately leading to a more vibrant and meaningful spiritual journey. Protecting oneself on a spiritual journey requires a toolkit of strategies that prioritize self-awareness and vigilance. As individuals explore diverse teachings and communities, it's essential to cultivate an internal compass that helps navigate the complexities of spiritual influence. This may involve establishing personal boundaries, being aware of emotional triggers, and understanding the importance of questioning guidance, especially when it feels misaligned with one's core values. One effective method of safeguarding one's spiritual journey is to maintain a journal. This practice encourages individuals to reflect on their experiences, thoughts, and feelings, serving as a valuable resource for self-inquiry. By documenting interactions with spiritual leaders or communities, one can discern patterns and identify moments where guidance may have felt more controlling than liberating. This self-reflection can foster clarity and promote healthier decision-making moving forward. Additionally, nurturing a supportive network of fellow seekers can create a safety net against potential manipulation. Engaging with those who prioritize open dialogue and holistic understanding fosters a culture of empowerment. In this collaborative environment, individuals can share insights, question teachings together, and remind each other of their worth, ensuring that they remain grounded in their spirituality without succumbing to pressures of conformity or blind following. Rediscovering authenticity is a crucial aspect of any spiritual journey, as it enables individuals to connect with their true selves amidst the myriad influences encountered along the way. In an age where external validation and societal expectations can distort personal beliefs, taking the time to reflect on one's core values and desires becomes imperative. This return to authenticity not only rekindles genuine passion and purpose, but also fortifies one's foundation against manipulation and toxicity. To genuinely rediscover authenticity, engaging in introspective practices such as meditation, journaling, or quiet contemplation can be transformative. These practices allow individuals to strip away the layers of imposed expectations and reconnect with their inner voice. By creating a sacred space for self-exploration, individuals can discern what truly resonates with them and identify aspects of their spiritual journey that feel nourishing versus those that feel draining or inauthentic. Moreover, embracing one's uniqueness can foster resilience against the pressures of conformity within spiritual circles. When individuals honor their authentic selves, they empower themselves to question teachings, voice concerns, and ultimately curate a spiritual practice that aligns with their true essence. This journey of self-discovery not only enhances one's spiritual experience, but reinforces the notion that everyone's path is uniquely valid and worthy of respect. Constructive skepticism is a vital attitude that encourages individuals to embrace spiritual wisdom while remaining grounded in critical thinking. This approach empowers seekers to filter through various teachings, integrating what resonates while questioning the validity and origins of beliefs. By adopting constructive skepticism, individuals can navigate the vast spiritual landscape without becoming susceptible to manipulation or blind acceptance of unproven ideas. Practicing constructive skepticism involves maintaining an open mind while also prioritizing personal discernment. It's essential to ask questions about consistency, evidence, and ethical implications when encountering new spiritual concepts. This doesn't mean dismissing all teachings outright. Rather, it encourages a respectful inquiry that allows for deeper understanding without sacrificing one's integrity or comfort in the process. Ultimately, constructive skepticism acts as a shield, protecting individuals from the allure of pseudo-spirituality and power dynamics that can often infiltrate spiritual communities. By fostering a mindset that values thoughtful examination and encourages dialogue, seekers can cultivate a richer, more meaningful spiritual practice, one that integrates wisdom from various sources while remaining firmly rooted in authentic self-awareness and personal agency. As we approach the conclusion of this exploration into spirituality and its complexities, it's crucial to embrace spirituality mindfully and responsibly. This means recognizing the multifaceted nature of spiritual journeys and prioritizing a balanced understanding of both the light and shadow aspects of spiritual practices. Acknowledging that spirituality can be a powerful tool for personal growth also involves understanding the potential pitfalls that can arise from blind faith and allegiance to charismatic figures. Mindful engagement with spirituality encourages individuals to remain aware of their own needs and boundaries, fostering a deeper sense of self-awareness and authenticity. Taking the time to discern which teachings align with personal values allows for a more enriched spiritual experience, free from undue influence. This intentionality acts as a protective barrier against potential manipulation, enabling individuals to cultivate spiritual practices that genuinely align with their unique paths. In conclusion, embracing spirituality with a critical yet open heart invites a journey filled with meaningful exploration and self-discovery. By prioritizing discernment, nurturing authenticity, and questioning influences, individuals can build a spiritual framework rooted in integrity and empowerment. As one navigates their spiritual path, maintaining a sense of curiosity and critical thinking will lead not only to personal transformation, but also to a wiser, more balanced appreciation of the profound depths within the spiritual realm.